Hello everyone, I'm Michał and this is Dorota.
Hi.
And together we're streaming live from SWPS University in Warsaw to answer all of your questions, to enclose our university and in general studies in Poland.
Yeah, we would like to have this opportunity to talk to you, to have direct contact, so you can ask us any questions live right now. And well, first, maybe we will start by saying a few words about our university. So, as Michał said, we are now in Warsaw, but the university has got campuses all over Poland, in the biggest cities of Poland. So, in Poznań, Wrocław, Katowice, and Sopot. And the university was established in 1996, so we've got almost more than 20 years of experience. And our name, University of Social Sciences and Humanities, shows that the biggest emphasis at our courses is on the social sciences and psychology. Maybe in the meantime, if you are not asking any questions right now, we will say a few words about courses that we've got in our offer. Maybe starting from the bachelor courses in English first, but if you've got any questions about courses in Polish, then feel free to ask so we can describe them.
Yeah, and I'll also add that you have a chat live right now online,
Yeah.
so you can ask us questions and we will answer them, try to answer them, of course.
And of course, give you the links to the website where is our full offer, and maybe the contact info to our admission officers and to us. Okay?
Yeah, so we'd like to encourage you to ask us a questions because we're
Yeah.
here for you.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so maybe let's start with the bachelor studies.
Sure.
Can you describe
Yeah, sure.
the courses?
Okay, so basically we have four programs in English, completely taught in English. It's international business management, it's English studies. You can choose also English studies with other language, for example, English studies with Chinese, English studies with German, English studies with Italian, and English studies with Spanish. Yes. Exactly. And we also have psychology studies on the bachelor level, and we have also design studies at our School of Form, which is located in the city of Poznań. Also on the master's level, we have a psychology program. We have English studies also with the other languages as well.
And we are now working on international business management master program, but we are not sure right now when will be the date of the enrollment for this program. So fingers crossed it will be for the next application, but for now we are waiting.
Yeah, we're trying to widen our offer every year. So
of course, depending on your interest. So if you've got any interest in certain courses and certain classes that you would like to take, then of course feel free to ask us the question. And the first question we've got today is how is with accommodation availability for your students? So do we have the dormitories?
Well, we do have dormitories. We had around 100 places in the dormitories, which is located outside the campus. It's around 1 hour by tram. From the university. There's a direct tram from the dormitories to the university. And as I said, we had around 100 places in the dormitories. There are double rooms. Cost of the dormitories is around 150, 140. It depends of the rate of the currency. It's 600 zloty per month.
Yeah, that's right. And if you would like to apply for the university, you can, of course, first directly contact us, or the contact info for the person responsible for the dormitory is also on the website, and I will send you the link in a second. You can tell us which course are you interested in, because as Michał said, some of the courses are in Poznań, and in Poznań we are also cooperating with a private dormitory. So you will not be alone with the finding of a place. And of course, I think first year is great to apply for the dormitory and maybe meet some other people, and then you can find the apartment with
Yeah,
other students.
besides that, we have also a Facebook group for our international students, where many students just exchanging contacts. Like Dorota said, many students who are coming to Poland for the first time, they want to stay in dormitory because that's the safest place. I mean, it's the easiest place for the foreigner who's coming for the first time to Poland. But when you're here in Poland, especially Warsaw, the flat marketing is very huge. So you will surely and easily can find also some flat or shared flat with other students by yourself or using our international students group at Facebook.
And while we are talking about the accommodation already, so we understand that you will be soon our student when you apply for the accommodation. We would strongly suggest to arrive to Poland as soon as possible, right? Because it's just finding a place, as you said, with this huge market of apartments can be pretty hard, and maybe you will have to look and see other apartments to find the one that you like, right?
Yeah, you can find it online. However, it's always the easiest way to find a flat where you're here in Poland.
Okay, and I will send you the link right now to the international community group on Facebook. And there are our students, first-year students, higher-year students, and also employees. So you can ask there any questions and maybe ask if someone is looking right now for the for someone to the apartment.
And what's also I also add one thing. What's crucial that, as I said at the beginning, we have a limited number of places, right? Around 100 places. So it's better to apply for the place in the dormitory on the earliest stage of application process. So it's crucial that you during the application process also add that you're interested in the dormitories. And as Dorota said, we will contact you directly with our supervisor of the dormitories.
Yes. Have we got any other questions right now? Feel free to ask us. And maybe in the meantime, we will say about general recruitment process, application process. So maybe let me start with the middle year intake. So from next week, we will open the application form for a few courses, actually, only for language courses in English and in Polish, and for English studies on master level and on bachelor level. But the recruitment for the next academic year, will start around March this year. So what you will have to do, first, fill out the application form, which will be available on the website.
May I add something?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because in March, April 2018, we will open the admission process, and you will see on the website that the online application form is turned on. Yeah. And as Dorota said, in the first step, you need to
fill out the application form. It will allow us to see what are you interested in. We will have your informations, your detail, your contact info. So it would be easier for us to communicate. Then you will have to send us the documents. Those will be listed as well on the website and on the application form, depending on which courses you will be taking.
And I also add something that visiting our website, you will find all the detailed information about the admission process in the description of every program. So when you enter the website, for example, English studies, and you scroll down to the bottom of this website, you will find the complete information about the application process. Also attached PDF files with a step-by-step guide in which all the required documents are listed, and all the details about the procedure step by step are described.
Yeah, and I just send you the links to our website and to our offer, to the bachelor programs, master programs, and language courses. So feel free to check it and see which one are the most interesting for you. And maybe then we will be able to answer some detailed questions regarding the studies. And as we said before, if you are from a country that is far away from Poland, you don't have to send the original documents. You can just send us the scans. But upon your arrival, once you will be in Poland, you have to come to the admission office and show us the original documents. Because if we will not see the original documents, the acceptance letter that you will receive to apply for visa, for example, or to just apply for studies, will be no longer valid, right?
Yeah, it's crucial. Even if you send us the scans of the documents or you send your documents by post, all of the students should come right after the arrival to Poland to the admission office to confirm your documents with the original ones.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, have we got any questions right now, maybe?
Yeah, feel free to ask questions. We're here for you.
If not, then okay, yeah, not yet. So maybe we can talk some about the admission process. We got a question.
Yeah.
How many international students do you have currently enrolled at SWPS?
Yeah, we forgot to say that our university is one of the biggest private universities in Poland. We have more than 16,000 students in overall in all of our 5 campuses all around Poland. And in these 16,000 students, around 10% are foreign students, around 1,500 foreign students.
Yeah, so that's a lot, right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
And the number is higher every year.
Exactly, yeah. And we're increasing every year. And the process of internationalization of the higher education in Poland is in progress. And we can say that we are one of the best, most internationalized university in Poland.
And what is important also, the students that we've got at our university who are international are not only enrolled students, full-time students, but also students from exchange programs. And as a student of SWPS University, you also will be able to join many of the exchange programs that we've got in our offer. For example, the Erasmus exchange, and you will be able to visit a lot of different universities and countries. But for example, you can go to China, you can go to Korea. We've got some exchange programs with the USA. So depends on where are you from and which direction is the most interesting for you. And
yeah, we have hundreds of bilateral agreements with the universities, and we are, of course, in the Erasmus Plus program. So you can easily, being our student, go abroad to study for 1 semester, for example, in other European country.
Okay. So maybe a question right now regarding the also application process. So when the students are able to receive the acceptance letter?
Well, we providing the letter of acceptance, which is crucial, especially for students who are trying to get a visa, who need to get a visa to come to Poland, and we're providing the letter of acceptance at the very end of the admissions process. So after we check all of the documents, you send us via scan, via email the scans, or via traditional post, and we check them. We said that they're okay. We ask the candidate to pay the tuition fee, and after we receive the tuition fee payment proof, then we are setting the letter of acceptance, with which candidate can, for example, try to get a visa.
Okay. And also, what is important to apply for visa, you have to check the requirements in your closest embassy, Polish embassy or consulate. And usually they also need a proof that you paid the tuition and that you are enrolled for studies. Also, they might need the proof that you've got the accommodation. So, for example, from the dormitory. Okay, we've got a question. Is the Erasmus program available for all the study programs you offer? Yes, it is available for all the programs that we offer for the higher education. So I mean for the undergraduate and graduate program. And you can apply for the Erasmus program, as I remember, after the first semester of studies. And also on the website, there is a list. I will try to find it right now. There is a list of the universities that are our partners in the Erasmus program. And you can check over there the courses that they've got available on the university. And if there is the university that you're particularly interested in, but it is not our partner, then we can contact them and try to find a place for you over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Okay, so maybe I will try to find right now the information about Erasmus program, and I will ask you a question about the language certificate and language proficiency.
Feel free to ask. Feel free to ask.
I am asking.
Okay, so basically we require B2 level of English for most of the programs. For one program, it's a master level of English studies. We require C1 level of English. However, as we accept let's say official certificates like TOEFL, IELTS, British Council. For the English studies, we also we require entry exam, right?
Yes.
For the English studies. And besides the English studies, as I said, B2 level of English should be proven by the certificate. However, if the candidate, if you don't have English proficiency certificate, then we can arrange a Skype interview online with our lecturer, in which we will grade your level of English. So basically, of course, if you like to study in English, you need to know English, right? But if you don't have English proficiency certificate, we encourage you to get one, right? If you're preparing for the studies, because it's always English proficiency certificates are very useful, not only for the university but for other purposes. But if you don't have so far any of the certificate, as I said, we can also arrange Skype interview with our lectors, and we will grade your level of English.
Of course, and if you do not have access to have the certain certificate that we've got listed on the website, and you would like to pass maybe different certificate, write to us first. I will give you the contact to us here in the chat in a second, and ask if this certificate will be okay. We will ask the coordinator of the studies and check if it's possible. Okay, we've got a question. I have a master's degree in software engineering in Sweden. If I wish to pursue a master's degree in psychology, would it be possible?
Of course, yes. It will be possible. We are in a Bologna system, so we have two level of studies. We have bachelor studies, 3-year studies, and 2-year master studies. Anyone who'd like to apply for master studies in psychology should have, of course, required documents and need to have bachelor diploma from the bachelor level, but you don't need to graduate from the psychology studies. You can be a graduate from the other studies, and you can also study psychology on the master's level. That's the whole idea of the Bologna system, that, for example, you studied some other program, some other faculty on the bachelor level, and you can change your decision and study something else exactly on the master's program.
And what is worth to add is that there are some basic modules that you will have to do during the first year to have your level the same with the other students who, for example, finished the bachelor level on psychology. And also there is the qualification interview.
Yeah, I wanted to ask also that for the psychology on the master's level in English, we also organize entry interview, which is also conducted via Skype. We will send you 3 psychological articles, and you will choose one as a topic of the conversation, and also ask you to write some short questionnaire to get more information about you. And then we arrange a Skype interview in which the professors from the English psychology the psychology and English program will discuss with you on the chosen article.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we've got another question. When is the application deadline?
The application deadline is 30th of September. However, what's worth mentioning that if you require visa to come to Poland, you should start your application process earlier. We encourage you not to wait till the end of September, because basically academic year starts at the beginning of October, so you can enroll till the end of September. However, if you will require visa, this process takes some time. So we encourage you to start the admission process maybe in June, July, to be absolutely sure that all formalities regarding your visa will be done before the start of the academic year.
Well, the sooner the better, and sometimes we've got courses that are like have got a lot of interest from different candidates, and we can close the application earlier if there will be no places left. So if you are interested in studying, then do it as soon as possible, so we can arrange everything and you can arrive as soon as possible. But also, as Michał said, if you will be late with visa, and maybe this is why you will be late for studies, like you will arrive to Poland in the middle of November or late October, you might be not able to join the studies because you will have too many absences. So that's why we are starting the enrollment that early in March, so you will have plenty of time to apply. Yeah, and so on.
Yeah, exactly. I will also add that we encourage you to apply earlier than before the deadline of the application process, because of two things. First, what I've said about the visa issue, and second, what Dorota mentioned, limited number of places. You need to know that, of course, we are very open for the students. However, we have a limited number of places. So, for example, in the mid-July and mid-September, mid-August, for example, for some programs, we could reach the limit of the places. So after this date, we cannot enroll you. So that's why we're meeting today. It's the beginning of December. So if you're interested, we encourage you even to start the process right now. You can write us an email. We could start to be in touch, start to be in contact. Of course, the online application form will be open in March, April 2018, but we can start to gathering together, to communicate and gathering the documents. Okay.
We've got a question. Are there any grade requirements?
Grade requirements. Basically, we don't look at your GPA rate. So we basically require for the English studies English proficiency certificate, the knowledge of English language. Of course, for the psychology, as we said, for the master's program, we also organize entry exam, and also we have some requirements for the School of Form, right?
Okay, so depending on the course that you will pick, there are different requirements, but usually we don't look at the grades on your diploma. We are just looking on your diploma has to be passed, so you have to pass either high school when you are applying for bachelor program, and you have to have your bachelor degree to apply for master program. And as Michał said, the one more thing that you have to do if you are applying for design studies is to prepare a portfolio and have the Skype interview. Otherwise, if you've got your language certificate and you've got your documents that we need for the application process, then you can apply for studies.
Yeah, we mentioned School of Form, we mentioned psychology, but also, as we said earlier, now for English studies, right? We have also entry exams for English studies.
Yeah, if you do not have the certificate.
The certificate, right?
Okay, and so if you've got any certain questions for different courses, of course, you can contact us via the contact info that I gave. Okay, maybe another question. So when does the academic year start? We mentioned that.
Yeah, we
before.
mentioned that the academic year starts at the beginning of October. We encourage all of our students to come from the very beginning of the academic year. As Dorota said, we know from the history, we know from the past that sometimes students have some issues with obtaining their visas. So we basically allowing to be absent 2 weeks of the academic year, but that's absolute maximum. And after 2 weeks of the studies, because every student is allowed to have 2 absences of their classes, and 2 weeks is it's exactly the period of time when the 2 classes will take place. So yeah, you should come before the 1st of October. To Poland, to Warsaw, to our university.
And if you've got someone who doesn't speak English and cannot start studies in English right now, we've got also language courses. So if there will be someone who will, for example, who won't pass the Skype interview with the language proficiency, or won't have the enough level to start studies, you can apply for the language courses. And we've got language courses in English and in Polish, or in English and in Polish.
Exactly.
Yeah, one course with English and Polish classes. And after the 1 year of studying, you can have your final test, and maybe then you will be able to join the courses on the bachelor level, right?
Yeah, and also you mentioned about the preparatory school. Sometimes students like to study psychology, but they don't know English on at least B2 level. So we prepared an offer for such a student. Basically, we have a 3-year bachelor program in psychology, and we require, of course, B2 level of English. However, if someone doesn't know English on at least B2 level, but knows English between A2, B1, let's say, we opened this year. So in 2019, there will be a second time we start a 4-year program of psychology, where we accept the students with the level of English proficiency between A2 and B1, where the first year is focused on improving English and preparing students to start the psychology program from the second year.
And we've got another question. Hi again. So we've got a question about the software research. And Pavan was just curious if your university is distinctive in any particular area. So if our university is distinctive in any particular area, well, in social sciences. So we
whole range of social sciences and psychology.
So the main course that we are the best in, the first one that I will mention is psychology, for sure. And like all of the courses that we've got in our offer are very linked to the psychology, right? So whether you will be studying design, or you will be studying English studies, or any philologies, or
international business management,
business management, you will have a strong link with psychology, with social competences, and so on. And you will not only have classes with lecturers from different areas, for example, on the design with ceramics, or in graphic programs, but also you will have your classes with humanities subjects, right? And this is on the every area that we offer. Yeah, and the other one, well, for international students, I think that international business management, probably, right? It is like second the most. We've got the most candidates on the IBM, I think, in international ones, right?
Yeah. But as Dorota said, we strongly believe in psychology, and we put emphasis on psychology, trying to where we believe that psychology surrounds us everywhere, and psychology is everything,
Yes.
right? So we try to incorporate psychology in every of our program.
Yeah.
So let's say it's even if we're talking about international business management or we're talking about design, it's more with a humanistic, with a psychology approach to the topic.
With the relations, right? And
Yeah.
The methods of teaching English, for example, like every course has got that hint of psychology. And of course, we've got courses in Polish. I'm not sure if we've got anyone who would be right now interested on this meeting on Polish classes that we've got in our offer. But I think that law in Polish is the second most interesting course in our offer, right?
Because the number one choice from international students and from the Polish students is, of course, psychology program.
Yeah. Thank you too. Okay, and maybe another question: what is a student ID, and when will the students will be able to receive it, and what is it basically?
Well, students ID, probably you know it already, because most of you had their own IDs from their countries, right? So it's a kind of the same ID as you have in your country to.
But it gives you something, right?
It gives you something. Yeah, I will move to it. Yeah, exactly. So basically, there's information about you, right? And there's information that you're a student of our university. But it also, as Dorota said, gives you some advantages, I'd say,
discounts.
And discounts, of course.
What is the most important?
Most important thing is, of course, the discounts, right? Because, for example, you can use a public transport half price. You can use a culture half price, mostly in the theaters, movie theaters, cinemas.
You can go to the library with the student ID. You can buy tram tickets and public transportation tickets on the student ID.
That's very important, because you can upload your ticket. You don't have to buy when you come to Poland, and you'll be here in Warsaw. It's the same in Poznań. You can upload your ticket from your public transport. Yeah, you can upload your public transport ticket into your student's ID.
And you will receive it after the beginning of academic year, when you will be officially a student, and you can receive it in the dean's office, because after the admission process and while you will be admitted for studies, the dean's office will help you to manage your studies and manage your classes, your grades, your timetable, and so on.
And it's, of course, I think worth mention, but I think it's also obvious that you can receive the student's ID right after you submit all of your documents, right? It's crucial, because without all the documents, our dean's office won't be able to give you first of all, to produce student's ID, and then to give to the student.
So we still have got some time here, so if you've got any questions, then feel free to ask us about different courses that we've got. And maybe since we talked about our offer, about the admission process, we'll talk some about living in Poland.
I recommend living in Poland.
You can't say anything different than that.
Well, to be honest, you lived abroad, I lived abroad, but
we did in the same country.
In the same country, but we choose to stay in Poland, to come back to Poland, and to live in the beautiful city of Warsaw. So we encourage you to come here. We are very open society.
I think there are a lot of advantages to first live in another country, as we did for a short time, and there are a lot of opportunities and advantages to live in Poland right now. I think that it is like a very interesting time. Right. There are a lot of people who speak English, so that shouldn't be a problem. We've got many international students, big international community right now. International admission office, international office that helps our students to settle here in Poland.
And Poland as a country, you need to remember, is a member. Is a member of the European Union, and that gives you a whole package of advantages, right? Because, for example, we are in the Schengen zone, So when you come to Poland, you can travel all around the Europe. You can reach even the west coast of Portugal if you like. And also you have ability to find a job and to work in Poland.
Yeah, there are a lot of international businesses right now, right? That you don't have to speak Polish to work over there. We've got a lot of international employees right now in the university.
Yes.
So even here we've got a lot of job opportunities. And also there's a quite good communication with different countries of Europe. So for example, to fly to London, it is like half an hour. No, an hour and a half. An hour and a half, okay? But to Berlin, for example, there's a great transportation. So you can study during the week, and on the weekends you can really do some sightseeing and visit different countries.
Okay, we are encouraging you to travel all around Europe, but we forgot about the Poland itself. Probably you know Poland because you're watching this video right now. But Poland is a country with access to the sea. We have a sea on the north, it's a Baltic Sea. We have mountains, Tatry Mountains on the south. We have also a lot of lakes, a lot of forests. A lot of forests. So we're a country with basically very various landscape, but with access to every landscape
and beautiful cities like Wrocław, like Krakow, right?
Yeah. Poznań, Gdańsk, numerous of beautiful cities, great place to study, and also in everyday life. What's crucial, you don't need to know Polish. Of course, it's always easier to know language of the country where you're in, and at the moment. But in Poland, the many stores are you don't need to speak in the stores.
Cashier, you
can pick it up by yourself and
pay for the groceries by card.
And as we live in the global world, basically on every product there is an information in Polish, but also in English. So if you know English, you can very easily live in Poland, use a public transport, buy everything, and so on. Right?
And it is cheap. Quite cheap.
Well,
okay.
It is comparing to the other, especially to the Western countries. We are quite affordable, I'd say.
We've got a question. So hi, Gail is looking at the application form for psychology, but in the section of field of study major, everything is written in Polish, which is the one for clinical psychology. Everything is written in Polish in the application form because we did not open the application form yet. So that's why everything is in Polish. And to apply for psychology, you will have to wait until March, April. When the application form will be open. And then everything will be in English. We'll also inform about the open application on the website and on our Facebook page. And then you will be able to apply for psychology.
Please remember, guys, that we will open the online form in March, April. But before the March, April, we could be, or even we encourage you to be in touch, right? So if in the first step, you may, of course, if you like, you may fill the online application form. But I encourage you, to contact us in the first step. So write us an email, let's be in touch, let's get know each other, and we will let you know exactly during the contact process, I'd say. We will let you know when we will open the admission process, and then you will just click the button apply and fill the application form.
And also, if you will have any chance to visit Poland, to visit Warsaw, please visit us at the university.
Course, please remember about us.
We are here almost every day except weekends, but not
sometimes even during the weekends, of course.
So remember to contact us. Maybe we will show you the university. You will see other students. Maybe you can ask them some questions. So if you will have opportunity to visit us, then just let us all know, maybe, so we can arrange some tour around campus, right?
Great point, great point.
Yeah.
If you like, of course, our doors are always open. So just contact us. You can visit and we can arrange everything. We can arrange everything. We can show you the university. We can meet. We can arrange a meeting with the professor, with the students. So yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and also maybe what I will add to the part when you said about like everything is in English right now. Also, we've got our virtual university, which is in English and in Polish. And virtual university is a platform. It's a website that it's for you to apply for studies. So when you are filling the application form, you are creating your account as a candidate, where you will have all of your details, all of the documents that you need. You will be able to apply for studies and courses. And when you will finish the application process and you will be notified on that website, then it will it will change to a student website, right? And you will have over there your grades, your timetable. You will have to upload their photo to have it printed on your student ID. And you will be able also to write a request to the dean's office or to dean or coordinator of studies. So you don't have to wait in line to the dean's office or go to the dean's office if you don't have time. If you do, then feel free to go. Everything will help you with everything that you need. But if you want to do it like from your home, from a computer, then you can do it. And we try to make it as easy as it can be for our candidates and students to do everything with their studies, right?
Yeah. So the virtual university is a platform of contact between the university and the student, and
the lecturers.
And the lecturers.
Okay, have we got any more questions right now? I feel like we did say a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we said a lot, but we're still here. We're waiting for your answers. Not for your answers, for your questions. For our answers. Sorry. Of course, we're looking all the time for your questions, but no questions so far. So maybe we will tell you something about.
Yeah, let's see, because I've got a list of the frequently asked questions that we've got on the previous webinar. So let's see if there's anything that we can answer right now. So we said about the deadline, once again, depends.
We were talking about the requirements. We were talking about the program. We were talking about accommodation. We were talking about the cost of living. What else is also important? So guys, help us write us a questions, because we're feeling like we said a lot, and we said everything. Yeah, and we'd like to be checked. Are we actually said everything we? Because we can sit here and talk to you for hours. But we'd like to
about the offer.
But we'd like to answer all of your questions. Of course, if you don't have them now, maybe after watching this live stream, this video, maybe then you will have some questions. Of course, remember our email. Dorota already sent you the phone number, because you can also call us if you like, and our email address, where you can write us an email, write us a questions.
Okay, maybe another question that is pretty common is about health certificate, because it is one of the documents that we've got on the list that you have to provide us. And what is the health certificate, and why do we need it?
Well, health certificate is just a basic statement provided by the certified medical doctor. It's a statement in which is said that you are not sick, and you're not ill, and you are able to study. You're able to study at the university. It's crucial because it's one of the required documents.
It says that you are able to travel to different countries to start studies, and that's why we need it. And also another like health document, health related, is health insurance.
Health insurance.
And it is the document that you can give us. You can send us the scan, or you can give us upon your arrival to Poland. And there are different ways that you can have this health insurance. And can you tell me what kind of health insurance are available and which one?
Well, before we say about the differences or the kinds of insurance, I'd say, because we have this question very often. Do I need a health insurance? Well, please remember, health insurance is crucial for every person on the planet, right? If you live in your country, you need to be insured. When you go abroad, you need to be insured as well, because knock on the wood, if something happened, you know, you need to be insured. And you can buy your health insurance in your country before you come to Poland. It's also very often required by the Polish authorities abroad when you are applying for a visa. It's also necessary to provide the health insurance to show that you will be insured during your period of stay in Poland. But also you can buy insurance here in Poland. And you can also sign in to Narodowy Fundusz Zdrowia, National
Healthcare System. And it costs around 10 zlotys per month, right? Or you can have an agreement with a private company to buy the insurance, but I think that the cheapest option is the national healthcare system. And we've got a question, any other documents should I send to the admission office?
Any other documents should I send to the admissions office? As Dorota said before, we wanted to make procedure as easy as it could be. So we require to send us the list of the documents which are enlisted on the website. I think Dorota also give you a link to the website. You can send them by scan, by email, the scanned version, or you can send them by post. I don't think we should, or maybe we can. Okay,
we can say a few words about the things that we need. Okay, so well, the most important thing.
Would be copy of your passport, your health, your health certificate, English proficiency certificate, a signed agreement, and the appendices, which will be available to download from the virtual university right after you register yourself online, and also personal information form. All of those 3 documents will be available to download from the virtual university.
You said about the high school diploma, sorry, or the bachelor diploma?
Not yet.
Sorry, because I was writing the link.
No worries.
I didn't
no worries.
hear.
So for the bachelor level, we require high school diploma, and for the master's level, we require bachelor diploma. They should be, of course, legalized in your country. And we also require proof of the application fee payment, which is €80. You should pay it on the very first stage of your application process. And then at the very end, also proof of the tuition fee payment.
Yeah, I think that's the most important documents. And about the legalization of the documents, please contact us and ask if you need to do the legalization. Of course, we will tell you once we will see your application in the application form. Some documents have to be legalized depending on the level, on where are you from, okay? And we've got a question, when should I submit the documents?
You should submit your documents right after you come to Poland, just right upon the originals, right upon your arrival to Poland. It's very crucial, because without showing us the original documents, we cannot transfer your documents to the dean's office. So right after your arrival to Poland, you should come to our office. Then we will have and
Yeah.
it will be a great pleasure for us, an opportunity to meet each other in personal, because with all of our candidates, we know each other with our candidates, with our students, because we're in the everyday contact via mail, with everyday contact via phone. So first of all, we will have an opportunity to finally meet each other, and of course, you will need to submit those documents, without which you cannot start the studies.
And if you want to be accepted to the university, you have to send us the scans of the documents. So application form, the scans of the documents, and then you can be accepted to the university. Only then. Translation should be in Polish or in English?
You have two languages to choose, because you can translate all of your documents into English or into Polish. They should all, of course, this translation should be certified by certified translator.
Sworn translator. Yeah.
Sworn translator, exactly, exactly.
And maybe depending on the level, on the language that you will be studying, right? So if you can translate them to Polish, that's great. But we know that English translators are mostly available, right? And maybe cheaper in other countries. So we suggest that if you have the access, then you can choose the English translator.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to find a Polish translator to translate your documents into Polish, because as Dorota said, it could be hard to find a Polish translator in your country, but they could also be translated into English.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Because I think that we will be coming to an end of the online meeting. I think we answered a lot of questions that are very frequent, and we talked some things about the offer, about the application process. I think that if you maybe joined us later on, you will be able to see the video once again and maybe see us from the start of the video, right? And yeah, I hope that we will see each other soon, maybe. There's something that you wanted to add?
Hopefully, yeah, I wanted to add about the videos, because Dorota said that if maybe some of your colleagues don't watch us right now online, you can share the link to them. And also you can find on our website frequently asked questions.
Yes, I will send you the link.
It's a list of frequently asked questions recorded by our university. Dorota, you can find in those videos Dorota and myself. And there are also short videos with the answers to all the frequent asked questions. And Dorota right now is pasting the link to the frequently asked questions.
Okay. So thank you for meeting today. We hope that we answered anything that you wanted to know about the university, about living in Poland and our offer. And once again, if you've got any questions, feel free to contact us via phone or via email, or visit us here at SWPS University of Social Sciences and Humanities in Poland. And it was a pleasure to talk to you today, and I hope to see you soon in Warsaw. And thank you, because our candidate, I hope, said that it was a great job.
Great job, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Pleasure was ours. Pleasure is always ours, and we're looking forward to meet you in person at SWPS University. Okay. So see you later.
Bye.
Bye.